Welcome to the Backyard Smoke Show with Outdoor Home. I'm Kenny, and today we're doing honey garlic glaze pork tenderloin on the big green egg. So this recipe calls for starting the pork tenderloin in a skillet on a stovetop and then transitioning to the oven. So what I've got set up today with the big green egg, we're at 350 degrees, ready to go indirect, set up for an oven, but I'm gonna do a little trick here and put my skillet inside, much like a stovetop, and set it right on top of the convector. That's gonna be a hot surface, and we're gonna sear. I'm gonna let that preheat just a minute while we get the pork tenderloin ready. So we're gonna get started with our tenderloin here. We're gonna season these up. I've got a mixture of onion powder, garlic powder, thyme, paprika, and salt and pepper. So first I'm gonna put a little olive oil just as a binder on these. These are pork tenderloins, of course. Pat it in a little bit and we're good to go. This is ready to go on the skillet in the big green egg. With the versatility of the big green egg, we can grill, roast, smoke, bake, and sear. So let's have some fun here. I've got some olive oil in the skillet. We're going to take our pork tenderloins, much like the recipe calls for, on a stove top. We're essentially creating the same thing inside the egg here. Okay, we want just about 30 seconds on each side here before we kind of turn. You can see we're already getting a nice char. One final turn here to get this final side. This is how we're going to transition from our stovetop part of the recipe to oven baked. I'm just going to take the skillet out for me to place this rack directly in place. Now we are indirect set up for an oven. As soon as I close the lid, my 350 degrees is still there. And we're going to transition this right back into the oven like the recipe says, like so. This is where we add our sauce that we mixed up here. And then we're going to let that cook for about 20 to 30 minutes and check on it. All right, we're going to take one more check here. I think we're about ready. Use the instant read. 150 on that one, definitely done. You can, anything above 140 is safe. So we'll have a little bit of both. I'm just going to pull these off, put them on a platter, and let them rest for a few minutes. And while that's happening, while this is resting, that's going to allow my sauce to thicken up just a little bit here. We're going to pour that over the top. I'm going to make some nice slices here. Look at the juice coming out of that. The big green egg holds the moisture in everything that you cook. My sauce is now reduced. We've got our honey garlic sauce that are reduced here in the skillet, and I'm just going to pour this over the top. For all your barbecue supplies and expert tips on how to do this at home on the big green egg, come see us at Outdoor Home in Nixa.